Hi everyone, in this lecture we are going to create the testimonial section. So within the testimonial sections we have 6 cards, testimonials by 6 people. Now this section within the website, within any kind of website, is basically provides some social proof that this service it's working and we have used this service and we are benefiting from the service. So the cool thing about this testimonial section is that this is responsive without the use of media queries, and we are gonna use CSS grid to make it responsive, and we are gonna use the min-max function. So without further ado, let's dive into the code. So first off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to code the HTML, and then we're going to jump into CSS. So within this testimonial, we are going to have 6 cards. So all the cards, they are identical. So they have an image, they have a title, they have a smaller subtitle that is going to show their profit, and they have some sort of a paragraph that provides extra information about that person or their service or the benefit that they've gotten from the service. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there is also a link that is going to go to that person's portfolio. So we are going to have all these items, and we are going to create a card, and then we are going to basically create 5 more just like that one. So let's go ahead and let's create our first testimonial. So I'm going to say testimonial 1, testimonial 1. So within here, first off, I'm going to create a div. So the div is going to have a class of testimonials underscore testimonial. Now this div, I'm going to give it 2 classes because the first class is going to basically be unique to this div, and the second class is going to be the kind of class that is going to allow us to grab this and to style it basically in a shorter way. So one is going to be testimonials testimonial. Okay, let me just write T testimonial, and the other one is just going to be testimonial. Now the reason that I'm doing this is because all the styles for all the cards, it's the same. So we need to have one shared class, and in case you want to basically change one of the cards styles, you're going to have a different unique class for that card as well. So we need to come up with this system. So the first one is going to be testimonials underscore testimonial -1. This is going to be unique to this testimonial, but the following class is going to be shared among all testimonials. So I'm going to say testimonial. So this is going to be shared among all the testimonials that we have. So now it has 2 classes. We know we can separate 2 classes using spaces in HTML. So first off, we are going to have our image. So let me cut that. So with the image is going to be an image tag. The source is going to be images slash. Let's dive into the testimonial. First, I'm going to grab woman 1. And I'm going to give this image a class. So I'm going to say class. Now I'm going to keep this class, you know what, because we do have that div, which has the class name as testimonial -1. So I could say that I would want to provide 2 classes for this image as well. One is going to be shared, the other one is going to be unique. So I'm going to say testimonial 1 -- image img. I'm just going to say image, and then I'm going to use this shared class, and I'm going to use that here as well. So testimonial underscore img. So now this has 2 classes as well. The alt, I'm just going to say woman, so you can come up with a more expressive alt for this image. So this is the image element. We are going to repeat the same process for all of the elements in here. The second one is going to be the name of the person. I'm going to use an h4 for this. The class is going to be this one. Let's just grab that. And I'm going to say -- name. And I'm going to give it another class that is going to be testimonial underscore name. So this has 2 classes as well. So the name, the first one is going to be Sarah Anderson. Let's save that. There we go. The other one is going to be the profit. So The profit is going to be this part, that what they have earned in revenue. So I'm just going to call it profit by using this service. The profit is actually going to be an H5, for which I'm going to use these classes. I'm going to modify them, of course. So it's going to be an H5. It's going to have a class of, now these two are going to be profit. There we go. So testimonial 1 profit, this is the unique class. And then we have a shared class for all the cards as well. So what is the content going to say? It's going to say $50K in revenue. Save that. There we go. So this is the profit part. The next part is going to be the comment, and then we are going to have the link to their portfolio. So I'm going to say comment. I'm just going to call it comment. You know what? I'm just going to leave it as it is. So P, let's say lorem 15, or we could do more like lorem 20. I think this is cool. This is better. I'm going to reduce like maybe like 1-2 words from here. Maybe 18 is, there we go. So for this one, we are going to have the same class, except for the name is going to be changed to para. And finally, we have the portfolio. So portfolio, there we go. And portfolio is going to be an anchor element. It's not going to go anywhere. And we are going to say view Sarah's portfolio. There we go. And we are going to also give it a class. We could give it at the beginning, before the href or after the href. I'm just going to give it after the href. And let's paste this in. So this is going to be link. I'm just going to call it link. Let's save that. So we are done with our very first card. And the reason that you're seeing images like this is because these images are incredibly gigantic. They have a very, very high quality. We are going to decrease their size, so don't worry about that. Now, this is our first testimonial. I'm going to collapse it. I'm going to copy this, just copy it, and I'm going to paste it right here. Now, everywhere where we have set testimonial 1, we are going to change that with testimonial 2. Now, I'm going to select all the instances of 1 using Control D. So there we go, there, and then we have the name. Then it is the profit, then it is the comment, and finally it is the href. I'm going to change them to 2. So this is their unique class. The other class, because it is shared, I'm not going to touch that, so that's okay. And this is going to be man1. The image is going to be man1. We can also take a look at this image. It is this image. Okay, I need to change this to man. There we go. Now the name for the second one is going to be Matthew Higgins. Matthew is actually a very, very interesting name for me. It's actually my very favorite name, English name, Matthew. I really like that. I mean, if I had to choose a name, I would choose Matthew. Really like this name. I'm in love with this name. Okay, so I believe there could be another T there. I mean, both ways it is used, so I'm just going to provide another T. So it's either double T or single T. It is going to be 20K in revenue. And I'm going to keep the description as it is, and I'm just going to say view Matthew's portfolio. Okay, so let me just take a look at that. Let's save that. Everything looks cool. Let's close that. Let's copy it, and let's bring it down. So now we are going to say testimonial number 3. So I'm just going to say wherever we have testimonial number 2, we are going to Control D, and it is going to select all the instances of that, and we are going to convert it to 3. That's how simple it is. So within testimonial 3, it is going to be woman 2. So woman 2. The name is going to be Candice Tupola. I couldn't come up with a better name. And Tupola. There we go. And the revenue is going to be 100K. There we go. That's a lot. and we are going to say view Candace's portfolio. Save that. There we go. Everything looks cool. And we are going to basically continue this 3 more times. The reason that I'm going slow is because I don't want to make mistakes. It's really a lot of info. And it's going to be testimonial number 4. And we are going to say this is man 2. The name for the man 2 is going to be John Green. So John Green. There is an extra if there's for some reason. And we are going to say view John's portfolio. Okay, let me just capitalize this one. And I think we are done with this one as well. Okay, so testimonial 4, we are there. We are getting closer to the end. So this is testimonial 4. Let's select. Now keep in mind that whenever you're selecting testimonial 4, the 4, there is this H4 as well. So make sure you don't change that. So I'm going to select only 3 instances. I'm going to say 5. I'm going to select this one. I'm going to say 5. And then I'm going to select this one and that one and the final one. And I'm going to say 5. So for this one, we are going to have the name is going to be Sandy Peterson. So testimonial 5, it's going to be the last woman. And the name is going to be Sandy Peterson. Sandy Peterson. The revenue is going to be 80K in revenue. So 80K. The comment is going to be the same. If you're making a real world website, of course, you will be receiving the content and you'll be changing these comments based on that person's specific comment. And the link is going to say Sandy's portfolio. Let's save that. So this was the 5th one. Let's dive into the final one. Testimonial number 6. And I'm going to select. So that was the H5. So I'm just going to click. Okay, there we go. So these are H6. Not H6. These are testimonial number 6. This is going to be testimonial number 6. And finally, these 2 are also going to be testimonial number 6. For this one, we are going to have man 3. The name for the 3rd man is going to be Mark Brever. So it is Mark Brever. The earning is going to be 100K. And we are going to say view Mark's portfolio. Let's save that. We are done with this. I'm going to collapse this one as well. I'm just going to expand the first one so we can go ahead and we can style that. Now, if we come here, we can see that all of these, because they're images, they're gigantic. That's why it looks like out of shape. So we are going to dive into CSS in our next lecture, and we are going to basically fix all of the issues. We are going to make the images smaller, and we are going to style that the way it is like here. So that's it for this lecture. See you in the next one.